Today's class is all about expanding the rotational capacity of our shoulder. What you'll need is a block, something to rest your head on, and maybe some tennis balls to squeeze on tight. Let's set up for our shoulder cars. We're going to start this in a straddle. So Lindsay's gonna sit sideways on the mat, send your legs wide, and if your arms feel short, this is where you can bring in a block, a book, so that you can reach down on the ground and post into the mat. I'll get out of your way here. Now, same rules apply. We want to isolate the shoulder. So puff your back out towards the wall behind you, tuck the ribs down and in, and reach your working arm across the body. Now, really maximize rotation. That's the name of the game today. Rotate your bicep up towards the ceiling. Try and turn your thumb down to the ground. Now, when you've got that locked in, ribs down and in, on your next inhale, start to lift your hand up towards the ceiling. So bicep sweeps next to the ear. Max it out and pause, and then rotate internal rotations. We rotate palm to the ground, and then up towards the ceiling, back of the hand towards the mat as you sweep your hand behind you. Take a brief pause, reset your base, and then inhale, high five the sky, thumbs up to the sky, and then flip your palm around. Spin all the way up the arm, back into that original rotation, external all the way up and across. Now let's do 2 more. Bring it up. Find your wall, and then rotate, wring it out, sweep it back behind. Find the hip, thumbs up to the ceiling, find your wall, rotate all the way up the arm, and keep reaching palm to ceiling, all the way back up and across. Last one on this side, max rotation, max range, squeeze it, staying really true to that range of motion today. Find the hip and then lift all the way up, wring that arm out like a towel and bring it all the way across. Let it go. Not too much of a break between sides. Bring that block over, other hand posts down, and we find the other side. So this side, if it feels different, let it be different and really try and work as much rotation as you can. Spin palm to ceiling, so sweep it all the way up. Pause when you hit your wall, and then find that internal rotation within that wall, then keep moving through. Can you give that hand a little bit more of a spin when it finds your hip? And then lift it up, thumb up towards the sky, hit your wall, rotate, and then keep wrapping, bicep towards ear, palm to the ceiling, all the way back and across. And let's do 2 more. Lift it up, find that pause, wring it out, and reach it back. Keep the shoulders square to the top of the mat. Ribs down and in, push and straight arm the ground as you lift that palm up and internal. Wring the arm out and reach it up as high as you can, as fast as you can. Keep wrapping for external rotation. And then last repetition. Let's do final one, hardest one, truest one. Reach it up and then wring it out. Reach it back. You've got it. We're holding on just for a little bit longer. Last half of this rep. Rotate, reach, and then bring it all the way back up and across. Shake it out. We're going to get into the internal rotation part of our shoulders. So bring a block, bring a pillow, place it underneath your head, and lie on your side. Shoulder stack, hips stack, knees stack. And the bottom arm is going to be our working arm. So bring your hand up towards your face, bend through the elbow 90 degrees, rotate your palm down to the ground, and then begin to reach your palm down to the ground. Now top hand comes on top just for a little bit of a resistance and stretch. We're looking for that stretch sensation through the front of the shoulder. Now you can play around with the angle of your elbow while you're in this position. It can be straight out in front of us. If it needs to, it can shift in a little bit or up a little bit. But what we want to try and find is a little bit of stretch through the front of the shoulder. And this is where we're going to sit and pause. We'll be here for another 40 seconds. So totaling a whole minute, minute and a half of time. And that top hand on the forearm is just going to get heavy. It's going to hold us into the stretch. And while we're here, our only job is to just sit and breathe. Nice big inhale in, and a nice slow exhale out. Over and over again. And while you sit in this stretch, if there's anything painful or pinchy, come out of it just a little bit. You always want to train what doesn't hurt. Now we'll be here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now 1. Don't move. Keep everything the same, and we'll start to add some work into this position. First step is trying to fight the stretch. So keep your forearm on lockdown with that top hand. On your exhale, try and bring your forearm into your top hand. So if that hand wasn't here, you would go smack the ground in front of your face. Now bring it up to about 50% effort. Now if this feels good, layer on 10% more for 60%. That feels good, 70%. We're just going to keep bringing it up. Give it a little bit more squeeze, 80%. Now squeeze all you can for a quick 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften it back out. Now the next step is to try and pull ourselves deeper into where we were stretching. So now top hand stays in place as a point of reference. Exhale, try and bring your hand down to the ground. Elbow stays in the same spot as you try and high five the mat. You'll see a little bit of space between Lindsay's hand and her forearm. So then she's going to close that gap so that we're always trying to pull away from that reference point to continue to challenge ourselves. Now, if you've ramped it up beyond 50%, bring it back down. And then we're going to ramp it up slowly all together. Now squeeze 60%, 70%, 80%. Now watch that elbow, make sure it stays in place, and really give everything you got. Keep pushing down to the ground, reaching for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can take a break. We'll repeat that 2 more times. This time it'll be a little bit faster. Now that we know exactly what we're doing, and then on your next exhale, begin to fight that stretch. Try and pull that bottom arm into your forearm, 50% effort. You're going to go a little bit quicker, 60. Squeeze 70, squeeze 80, squeeze 90, and then a max effort hold, quick 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale. Now exhale, let's ramp it up as we try and pull down towards the ground, deeper into internal rotation, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90, max effort hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale, and then exhale, lock it into place. Our last round, we're going fast. We're just gonna grip it and we're gonna rip it. So you want to find that max effort squeeze in each direction as fast as possible, and we'll hold for a total of 10 seconds. So take an inhale, and then exhale as fast as you can. Try and fight that top hand as if you could reach back behind you. Quick 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze 10% more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale it in, exhale, last fight down. Try and high five the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. A little bit more. 3, 2, 1, and release it out. You can wiggle out that arm. And now we'll seal in the work in this position for this side before we move over to the other side. So again, find your stretch. Now with that top hand, see how far you can pull your forearm down to the ground. So we're going to pull it into probably a place that feels pretty passive. Like if we were to take our top hand away, we might not be able to hold it here. So that's the name of the game now. Start to squeeze and reach for the ground, engage the front of the shoulder, and take that top hand away. Try and fight the rebound. And then replace that top hand. Give yourself a little push down, pull into the stretch, squeeze it, and then take the top hand away. Let's do 3 more reps. Pull yourself down, and then pull the top hand away. Keep reaching down into the ground. 2 more. Push, squeeze, take away that support. Try and maintain that angle. Last one. Push, squeeze, and then let it go. So the thing about having two shoulders is that we have to do the other side. Flippy floppy on over. Set up for the other side. First steps first is we find that stretch. Shoulders over shoulders, hips over hips. Hand to the face, rotate it to the ground, and then pull yourself into that stretch. Now we'll be here for a minute and a half more. So all we have to do is just find something that feels sustainable for a good amount of time. If that stretch does start to fade away, we search for the next little sticky spot, adding a little bit more pressure or adjusting the angle of our elbow. And all we do is just breathe. Slow breath in, even slower breath out. We're on our last 30 seconds. Again, if you need a little bit more stretch, search for that next bit of stickiness. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your stretch. Now try to fight your stretch. Pull your forearm into your top hand, 50% effort. Then we find 60 and 70 and 80 and 90. Give it a last little bit of effort here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale. Now exhale, try and fight your stretch. Try and create some pressure, some space between your forearm, your top hand, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%. Try and pull the fist in line with the forearm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale, exhale, lock it down. Bring the hand to the forearm. And we do it again 2 more times. Take an inhale, exhale, fight the position. Forearm into the top hand, add some pressure, 50% effort. 60, 70, 80, 90, max effort hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale it in. Now we pull ourselves deeper, 50%, 60, 70, 80, 90. Biggest squeeze ever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that top hand down. Now we're going to try and grab as much as we can, as fast as we can. Are you ready? Take an inhale. Exhale, put pressure into that top hand. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Inhale in. Exhale, reach for the ground as hard as you can, as fast as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Now we just have to use this space. We'll do some passive range liftoffs. Now bring that hand down, pull yourself down into that stretch, a little bit further than where you could actively control. Now try and pull that bottom hand away from the top hand. Take the top hand away. Try and catch that rebound and then replace it. Let's do 4 more reps. Pull it down and take the top hand away. There we go. We've got 3 more. We've got 2 more. And then last one. Push it down and then pull it off. All right. We did internal. Now we have external. Flip onto your stomach. We'll do this one, both arms at the same time. Start with 2 blocks and see what you need for your range of motion. Forehead to the ground. One block for each arm, arms into a T. Now these are going to go underneath the forearm. Forearm's basically our point of reference for like almost everything right now. What this might feel like is a stretch through the front of the shoulders. That's what we're aiming for. You might have to slide your elbows away from you and play around with your alignment. It also might feel nice to have something underneath the elbows because this is going to be our pivot point. Now this is where we're going to hang out for another minute. So we sit into the space, try and find that stretch through the front of the chest. It's basically as if we were lying on our back, but now flipped over other direction. And our only goal here is to just breathe and stretch. And that's all we have to accomplish. As we hold this last 30 seconds, what our pails and rails are going to look like in this position is on an exhale, trying to drive our forearms down into the ground. So fighting that stretch to the front of the chest. And then on our next set is now trying to then push through the elbows and pull our forearms off our blocks and try and find a little bit of space. Space might not happen. It also might just be maybe taking some pressure off. And if there's a whole lot of space, then you need to bring those blocks up a level or bring them in a little bit closer so you get less lift off. We want it to feel not quite impossible, just a little impossible. So let's take that first round. We'll ramp it up with the pressure down. We'll ramp it up to take the pressure off. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, 50% effort, start to drive down. If those blocks weren't there, you'd actually flip into internal rotation. Then take 60%. Take 70, 80, 90. Max effort for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale. Forehead stays on the ground. Exhale, push through the elbows. Try and wrap your biceps towards the ceiling and take some pressure off the blocks. Try and pull into my hands. Let's hold. Let's find 50%, 60, 70, 80. Max effort hold. Back those shoulders are engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. We'll do one more round of ramping it up and one more round when we just grip it, we rip it off like a Band-Aid. Exhale to prepare and push down 50%. Elbows stay grounded on the mat. 60, 70, 80. Let's go 90. Big push only for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale. And then exhale, push down through the elbows. Try and find that lift, that hover, that bit of pressure off. 50% effort. Squeeze a little bit more. 60. Squeeze a little bit more. 70. 80, 90. Now all the squeeze you can muster for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it out. Now if you need to, you can shake out those arms before our last set. And this time we're going to push down as hard as we can, as fast as we can, hold for 10. And then lift off and reach the back of our palms towards the ceiling, rotating through the bicep, again, as fast as we can, as hard as we can. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, drive down, smush those blocks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale and then exhale, try and lift them off. Pull into a hands on the back of your forearms. You got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Squeeze a little bit more. 2, and 1. Let it go. If you cramp up, shake out your arms. Now let's really challenge all that space. We'll do 5 reps this week. So we try and push those elbows down into the ground. Try and lift those forearms off the block and find that space in between your shoulder blades. Maintain the angle of your forearms and then lift your elbows off. So we're going to find that lift off. Try and watch the hands don't drift back down. Then take an inhale, reset. Exhale, lift. Keep pulling up. Wrap those elbows forwards. Might get a little bit more wiggle room to actually grab more external rotation. Plant them down. You've got 3 more reps left. Exhale, give it a squeeze. And then on an inhale, slowly lower. You've got 2 more. Your own timing. Big squeeze, lift. And last one. Big squeeze, lift it off, and let it go. Now all that's left is just 3 more reps of cars on each arm, and then your shoulder work will be done for the day. This has been a big workout. We've done the front, we've done the back, we've done internal rotation, external rotation. So really bring in that quality of as much rotation as possible back into your cars. Now you can take this kneeling, you can take it seated, however you feel the strongest with like the fewest compensations. Now as you come back into your cars, grab whatever you need to make your arms longer if you need that extra space. Thank you. Lindsay's gonna sit on a block in addition to using one. And then reach that hand forwards, the working arm. Really rotate that palm up towards the ceiling. Challenge all that space you just made. Now ribs down and in. And as you reach up, keep wrapping, keep reaching as you bring that bicep beside the ear. Now give it one more good squeeze and wring out before you flip that rotation into internal. And as you reach back, keep wrapping the top of the hand down towards the ground. You might feel that shoulder roll all the way towards the top, find the hip. Take an inhale and exhale, reach it up, wring it out. And all the way from the top of the shoulder down the arm, keep wrapping, external, external, external. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, challenge that rotation throughout the full range of motion. We're looking for it the whole time. Keep reaching back. Then inhale to lift. Exhale, wring it out. And back to center. When you've done 3 rounds on one arm, you can switch to the other one. Think about moving slowly like you're moving through mud. Increasing that intensity, challenging all that space that you just made today. Telling your body that you own it, you have strength here. And then whenever you're done your 3 rounds on each side, we'll see you in the next video.